here's this guy who clearly has done wrong, and all he does is just say to the other guy on the other side of Jesus, there's 3 guys on these crosses. He's like, hey, stop making fun of Jesus. He's innocent. We've actually earned our punishment. Because the other guy is saying, like, hey, if you're such a fancy schmancy king, do something about this. If you're the Christ, save yourself and us. But the other person rebukes that guy and says, hey, do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we indeed justly, for we are receiving the due reward of our deeds. This man has done nothing wrong. And he just says to Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. He has faith that even the way things look right now, that's not the end. He is a king. He is innocent. He's got something. Remember me. Don't let this guy get in the way of me or anybody else, getting in the way of the movement of your kingdom or entrance into your kingdom. So no matter what you've done or not done, you get to be in too. This guy doesn't have some wonderful record that he can point to. Jesus, let me in because he's admitting how helpless and hopeless he is on his own. Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus says, truly I say to you, today you'll be with me in paradise.
He must have had some sort of belief in an afterlife, I guess. Otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know. There's a lot of unknowns here.
Yeah.
But you also, I would say, see the passion of Jesus for the mission of God, right? In his very last moments, he's forgiven them for they know not what they do. And now he's snatching one last person from the flames. Imagine that kind of passion for God's mission, that love for the lost, where even up until your dying breath, you are trying to reach people and drag them into the kingdom, kicking and screaming, maybe even. I mean, this guy's not exactly kicking and screaming. But the other guy is. But that's a really powerful moment. It's very popular. I think a lot of people are familiar with this. There is some dispute about what that might actually be saying, because there are no commas in the original. So is he saying, today you will be with me in paradise? Or is he saying, truly I say to you today, you will be with me in paradise? Guess what? It don't matter. He's going to be with him in paradise, and he ain't going to care about any of this other stuff. That's all that matters. So, yeah. Any other thoughts on that?
No, not really. I just like when the Alistair guy just says the angels are like trying to discuss how did you get here? Why are you here? And he says, oh, he talked about all the churchy things about, do you understand the doctrine of this or the doctrine of that? The guy's just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Of course, you don't know. That's all made up, but, off of this one line here. But he said, just all I know is the man in the middle cross said I could come. So.
That's right. That's
yeah.
right. The man on the middle cross said that I could come. Yeah. As a pastor, and particularly as a pastor in the tradition I'm a part of, we get very caught up in theology. And maybe sometimes even on this channel, it may come across that way. It's interesting. I find it interesting. I enjoy talking theology, but it's about Jesus. It's about, hey, the man in the middle cross said I could come. It's nothing else. It's not having all this stuff figured out. It's not giving the precise exposition of certain theological points. It's that guy said I could come. I know that guy. I'm with him. The Goodometer video. All these people at the pearly gates, and they come up and they step on the scale, and it's going good or bad, right? And you got to get to good in order to be let in, and everybody steps up very confidently. Well, not everybody, but some more confident than others. They have a file that someone, St. Peter or whoever it is reading, and, oh, look at this. Oh, but I did this and this and this, and it balances out, right? Things like that. And they step on the scale, every one of them, and it's like, then you get this one guy who comes up at the end who's just absolutely, he's not looking forward to this. He knows this is not going to be good. And the guy's got a folder, and he's like, whoa, this ought to be interesting. Like, why are we even trying this? And then Jesus comes and hands him another file, very thin file. He takes the other one. He opens it up, and it's, paid in full, or I forget what it says on the little thing.
Yeah.
And he says, okay, step on the scale. And the guy goes to step forward, and he says, no, not you, him. Jesus steps on the scale, ding, and they walk off in the other direction. And everyone's all mad, like, oh, it's not fair, which we've talked about in a couple of the parable podcasts. But that's literally it. Does Jesus get on the scale for you, or do you have to get on the scale yourself? If you have to get on the scale yourself, there's only one answer.
It's a trap door, and it's
going
a trap
door. Yeah,
it's going down.
Yeah. What is Veruca Salt in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Right, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the movie, the golden hens, or hens laying the golden eggs. Right, she's doing her thing. I don't care. I want it now. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. She gets up on there, and bad egg goes down. Yeah. That's the only thing that's going to happen if you're standing on that scale, the imaginary scale. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works, but you don't make it. Jesus makes it. Is Jesus standing in for you, or is he not? If he is, nothing else matters. Truly, I say to you today, you will be with me in paradise. So snatch another one from the flames. Go tell somebody about Jesus, the sweetness of Jesus, the love of Jesus, the compassion and forgiveness that's offered in Jesus.